And one. We are live. What is up, ATG fam? Dang, I almost forgot my glasses. I almost forgot where the heck I was for a second. We're at episode 75. It's good to be back at the table. Thank you guys for all the love and support you've given me. I just want to give I just want to give one shout out. We got a new piece for the room, El Chili. We're going to find a home for it somewhere in this art-covered gallery over here in my studio. Shout out to Danny Armillo. Thank you for hooking the boy up. Let's just get right into it. So, as you guys know, I'm a big fight fan. I love fighting, MMA, boxing, Muay Thai, even jiu-jitsu. I grew up wrestling my whole life. So when I get a fighter on the pod, it's like super exciting for me, super chill. But this person isn't just any fighter. She is a professional boxer. Her name is Jordanne Garcia, and she is going to be fighting in the Madison Square Garden here in a couple weeks. Give it up for Jordanne. Let me just say that again. She's going to be fighting in Madison Square Garden, New York. Is that right?
That's right. Madison Square Gardens, New York.
What's up? How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Welcome to the table.
Thank you for having me.
I'm super excited. We got to hang out. What was it, last week or a week, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Luckily, Nick Valentine introduced us, and we got to rap a little bit. And I was like, I got to get you on the pod. You're like, I'm fighting in Madison Square. I'm like, let's do it now.
Well, let's go right now.
Yeah, for
Are you
real.
Available?
Seriously. So luckily, you're available. I know your schedule's crazy with training and all that.
Yeah. Training, full-time job, all that fun stuff.
Damn.
Yeah.
The fight life.
Literally, the fight life.
That is crazy. You got to love it though, huh?
I do. I mean, I live for this. This is what I've been doing for 16 years. So.
Damn, you've been fighting for 16 years?
16 years. It's part of my lifestyle.
That's part of your identity. That's like in your bloodline. Like when you're dedicated that much time and effort into something. I mean, look, you end up in Madison Square Garden.
Literally my dream.
Like that just shows like when you put hard work and stay consistent.
Oh yeah.
Stuff happens.
Sure. Literally stuff happens. Like if you just have to be patient. I just was patient. I was actually supposed to fight in March.
Yeah.
And then that fell through and I was just patient waiting for my time and then boom.
Dang.
There it is.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So in exactly 2 weeks or so?
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
So 3 weeks from today.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You should pull a Ryan Garcia and act like we're drinking all crazy on the pod.
I know,
right? And then make your opponent be like, she's not taking it seriously.
I should act like this bubbly is the whole.
Oh, yeah, what's up? And then just show up and freaking drop her.
For real.
That was Did you watch that or no?
I did, yeah. He was wild, but I kind of knew. I mean, I grew up with Ryan Garcia. Like Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, I've gone to nationals with them. So
that's crazy.
I've known them before they were who they are now. So, I mean, Ryan's always been.
Who do you like more? Just kidding. I don't want to do that.
Are we going to start
I'm just kidding. I don't want to. People love to talk crap. Yes, everyone loves fight drama.
They do. Heck yeah.
So I don't know. We'll sneak a little drama in the middle of this. Just kidding.
We can.
Let's just talk crap about your opponent coming up.
And that's so crazy because everyone's always like, why don't you ever talk crap? And I'm like, because that's just not who I am. I honestly, I will go up to you and I will smile and I will hug you or I'll give you a handshake. Like, that's just who I am. I'm not mean. Only when I have to be. Only when you have to be.
Only when the bell rings.
Yeah.
You just get locked in.
Let the gloves do the talking.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that because a lot of people, they like pretend to be mean and you just know it's not them.
Yeah.
Or they pretend to be good and nice when they're really like
mean.
It's easier to just be yourself all the time and then you don't have to worry about like slip ups. You know what I mean?
For real, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm nice. I always smile. You'll always see a smile on my face.
Yeah, you are very nice.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
But I'm still terrified of you.
It's okay. Don't be scared. Just don't piss me off. No, just kidding.
Wait. Am I? Okay, I think I'm good.
Hey, I could just jump over this table.
Oh,
just
damn.
Kidding. I'm just kidding.
Dang. So I was doing some research. You were a 2-time junior Olympian gold medalist?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Two-time junior Olympic gold medalist. And then I was Golden Gloves and then state champion, regional champion, silver gloves, all the tournaments I used to fight in. Unfortunately, when I was growing up in boxing, like the big national tournaments weren't a big thing only for Junior Olympics. So like when it came down to like now, there's so many national tournaments throughout like the whole year that these kids get to participate in and fight kids from all over the place. I didn't get that opportunity.
Like the sport was still kind of growing nationally, and there was still...
As far as amateurs, yes. So like, you know, growing up, you always hear like all the old timers that are like, oh, I'm a Golden Glove champion.
Yeah.
And, you know, so that was like the biggest tournament then. But now like we have big national tournaments that help you qualify to get like the toppest ranks and then like to get to the Olympics and stuff like that. So I really didn't get that opportunity to be able to fight and stuff like that. So that's why I turned pro. Yeah.
So you just, what's the process of like turning pro? Like, is it like how much, is there like a certain amount of amateur fights you have to do, or is it up to your manager to just say, okay, we're doing professional fights now?
It's really up to your coach, your manager, and yourself. I mean, like I said, I had beat, you know, everyone that I could beat. I fought everyone that I could possibly fight because there wasn't really many people for me to fight. So I refought like a lot of girls. So then when I graduated high school, I told my dad, I was like, well, like, let's stop fighting for these trophies. Like, I don't want a plastic trophy anymore. I want to fight and make money at least, you know? And that's when it started. And we just started training pro and made my pro debut in 2017.
That's sick. What was that like?
It was wild.
Were you nervous?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
All right, we're leveling up.
Yeah.
This is the new level. It's never going to go back to how it was.
Exactly. And it's like, I think what really got me was all the fans. Like, the publicity that you get.
Yeah.
And then
after, interviews. Like, and then you got so many more eyes on you.
Exactly. And then like after the fight, all these people are going up to you and you're like, who even are you? But they're like, good job. Can I get a picture with you? And I'm like, yeah, sure.
Like that's probably the coolest thing. Is like people go to watch another fighter and they're like, but that chick threw down. What's that girl's name?
Exactly. And so that's literally that. I live for that now. Like, I love it. And even like my cousin and like my family, like they're always like, come on. And they know, like, hold on, everybody's going to come and see her first before we see her. But I try to go and see them first because that's, like, really the people that I want to see the most after I fight is my family. And then after that, usually my cousins will follow me, like, with people that'll come and take pictures with me and stuff like that just because.
That's, like, part of the game.
Yeah. We have a, what do you call it? A ritual, I guess you could say, like.
Oh my God, we forgot to do oh my God, we're breaking the thing right now.
Uh-oh.
It's okay, we'll do it after to make it right.
Okay.
I have all my guests light the candle.
Oh no, we forgot.
No, we'll still light it. It's okay, don't worry.
Okay. What candle?
Huh?
It's like
it's just like a tradition. Like once you light the candle, like, okay, the vibes are on, it's ATG night.
Oh, okay.
And then I have a Marvel DC wall. I'm going to have you choose your two favorite on the wall.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, we're going to do it. So don't worry. There's not a time frame.
All right, there you go. As long as it gets done, right?
you girls made me nervous. You came in. I know. You're all, what's up? I'm like, all right, let's go. Just kidding.
No, you brought us to the hood.
I know. People don't know that. ATG Studios in the hood.
The hood.
I just got to throw out the little and you guys are safe. Don't worry.
All right.
I'm like, park there. Don't park there.
Don't park on that side.
I know.
You're crossing.
I know. No, but thank you for coming for real.
Thank you for having me, honestly.
Heck yeah.
It's my first podcast, so I'm super stoked.
Heck yeah. I'm glad. I like that. It's cool to get to, unwrap like people behind the scenes type stuff.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Like talk. I feel like I'm always getting like, when I do interviews, I feel like it's all staged and you're always getting like questions.
Yes.
And
I hate like.
And I'm like, okay, here I go. Put on my smile and.
For real. Like at the pressers, like even the pressers that you watch, like I can't imagine how many times fighters get asked the same thing. Like, so, or what? I probably asked one of them, but like,
what do you feel? How do you feel? And you're like, well, I just won. I feel great.
Why don't they ask like, what's your favorite color? No, I'm just kidding.
Can you ask me what I'm going to go eat?
I know. What's your favorite?
That's what's on my mind right now.
Dang. Do you have a cheat meal? Like, what's your, if you could slip one in
right now? That is so funny because before we came here, I was like, I want to cheat so bad right now.
Oh, I know you're like, once you're cutting weight and you start to cut down the calories and everything, food, like you'll look at a piece of bread and you're like, oh my God, that looks so sexy right now.
But like, it literally is, but like before you're like,
yeah.
Whatever.
And then once you can't have it,
you're like, want all of it. I don't even like that food, but right now, I want that food right now. That's literally me. Pizza right now, for whatever reason,
Oh,
pizza is something that I'm like, look, my mouth's even getting all sloppy.
damn.
I think it's because I'm going to New York and all I have on my mind is New York pizza. Like,
yeah. Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
It's everywhere too. It's like the Allsups.
I've never been to New York, so I'm like.
I went one time, and if you've never been, it's like total like culture shock.
I bet.
Because like, you know how we go, you like in Albuquerque, you see the Sandia Mountains and they just look so big and beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that in New York, but it's buildings.
Oh.
Like you're seeing, it almost looks like mountains, but it's just buildings as far as you can see.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the heck? Like I'm literally in a concrete jungle. Shout out to Jay-Z. Seriously, it's crazy.
I just know that I'm staying by the Empire State Building.
Damn, you have to go. You have to.
I want to
like
so bad.
try if there's one thing you could do. Because like when you get on top of it, and it's so cool. They have like a cool little, it's not like you just go to an elevator to the top. They have like King Kong. You can take a picture, like him
I'm
busting
down.
through. And then they like have this floor.
Is it glass?
It's like, it makes it look like they're still building it. Like the construction guys, you know how they stand like with no harnesses, nothing. So you're like standing and you're like, oh my God, like this is what it took to build this building.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy.
Oh, man. That sounds cool. Yeah, no, I definitely want to try and check that out. If there's anything I do, I definitely want to, because that's like my dream. I don't know. I've always dreamt of being in New York and fighting in Madison Square Gardens, but like.
Madison Square Garden is like the Mecca.
It literally.
Like when you hear, like when there's a UFC fight card in Madison Square Garden, you're like, oh, we're at the Garden.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's big time.
Like it's big. Yeah. Yeah. That's like, saying that out loud is like really kicking in now.
You know what? Just, I don't know. I like you said, you have your own routine and all that, but like, it's different. Like I know what you mean when you have a bigger crowd. It like does change the atmosphere a little bit. Oh
yeah, for sure. And like this is my first fight, like pro of going without like my biggest support system. Like, you know, my mom's not gonna be there, and my cousin Rianne, she's not gonna be there. And
shout out Rianne, she's our intern today.
Shout out,
she's our
shout
production.
out Ray Main.
Maybe we'll get her to come and pop in, do some shout outs.
Oh, I know, right? But yeah, so I won't have them.
It's funny because I'll just say stuff and I'll see Rianne roll her eyes. Just kidding.
You're catching the attitude, Josh.
She's all, you better make my girl look good. Just kidding.
For real, no.
But
she's the one that noticed you first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah, that was a fun night. I was like, I don't know. I don't go out that much. Like I've been in Canvas like a handful of times. And so the fact that we like went out and
ran into each other.
Yeah. And then, well, I went to support Nick and I was just, you know, you guys saw me. I was straight up solo.
You were.
And then you guys were cool enough to chill and hang out with me and stuff.
Well, we're not mean girls. We're nice. I told you I'm nice.
That's very rare.
It really is.
And it's so funny because you're like the most dangerous girl. Like you would think that you would be like.
Yeah.
And I tell people that all the time on the podcast. Like the people that are the most dangerous or the most nice, calm, humble people. Because they know what violence leads to. And it's like, you just, you know, like the end of it. Like you could see it.
Oh, yeah.
But these people that have never been in confrontations, nothing, are just like walk in like they're ready to take on the world.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah. But we're nice and we like to bring in people.
Hell
and
yeah.
And your vibes were up. Your vibes were up for sure.
Yeah, so. Let me know when you guys go. I'll pop in.
Heck yeah. Well, we're not there anytime soon.
In a couple hours. No drinking though.
Wait, hold on. What time is it?
We could dance, burn cardio.
Literally, so that's my theory, right? Because like
just doing Zumba on the dance floor.
Right? We're all, okay, 1 and 2 and 3. It's because like a lot of people are like, oh, you can't go out, you can't go to the clubs, you can't do this, that, and the other while you're in camp. And I'm like, but why?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I get it. You know, you got to have that mindset in which like I'm not in the clubs right now.
Right,
like,
right.
Right now going into my fight, like I'm not. But at the same time, like I'm not going to go drink and I'm not going to go party. Like I'm literally going to dance and enjoy time with my friends. Like I'm 26 years old, so it is kind of hard to, for me, like, and other fighters are different. I'm that type of, like, you can't lock me up in a room. Yeah. Like even before my fight, like you cannot lock me up in a room and expect me to stay in bed. Like,
yeah, you have to decompress.
Like, I will go crazy sitting in a room.
See, and I think it just depends on what kind of person you are. Because, like, some people can't be in that scene and not, like, partake.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you have self-control and, like, you know, you do, then, like, you don't know, like, what's a big deal?
Exactly. And
but if you give in every time, then that's when it's a problem.
Oh, yeah. No. And I also think it's, like, who you hang out with and who you surround yourself with. Like, for instance, like, me and Rayan, we go out, like, she's my going out partner. You know what I mean? Like we do everything together. She's my ride or die, literally. And so like, she also isn't going to put me in a place or like pressure me to do anything because she's a big support system. So she's going to push me to be at the top of where I need to be.
That's good.
She's not going to be like, oh, well, here, have a drink, knowing like I shouldn't be having that drink, you know? So
she's locked in with you.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. Like 10 toes
you need
down.
Like, it's kind of good to have a buddy system sometimes.
It really is because a lot of people like you only have so many friends that are going to actually support you. Like, yeah, there's going to be people that say, oh, I support you,
right?
Yada, yada, yada. But like, who's really there? Who's there behind the scenes when you're having a rough night or when you're crying and you're stressed and you're going through it? Who's there?
That's
and
true.
Those are the people that literally mean the most and support you the most. And, you know, everyone else is like, oh, no, you're just a fan. You're really not a support system.
Yeah, that's true. If you have a person like that, keep them around.
Keep them.
Because, you know, even if you have one person, that's like all you need, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Just one person that's there with you after practices, talk it out. Like, everyone talks about, like, therapy, like, oh, you need therapy, or, hey, it's good. But if you have, like, a best friend or, like, a cousin or someone, and you're just talking and hanging out, that to me is, like, better than therapy.
It really is, man.
Because you can just say whatever you want, you know,
I can't tell you the amount of times we'll just drive and like, man, pour everything out.
Yeah.
Literally like pour everything out and just be real with each other. And then it just feels so much better because you're like, okay, now I feel good. Now I let it out.
Right.
Like,
okay. Let's reset. Let's
exactly. Or even just like, I'll just call her just cause you just need to hear
Damn, shout out Rianne. She's our celebrity.
She low key, she the real one.
Got a guest appearance later.
I know for sure.
No, wait, this one's for Rianne.
Oh.
Butterfly sounds.
Cause she's a little butterfly.
So how did you said you've been boxing for what, 16 years?
Yeah. Yep.
Did you was your family like into boxing and then they got you into it?
Yeah.
Or how did that all work out?
So I'm the baby of, how many of us is there? There's 5 of us.
5?
Sorry, I couldn't even.
And you're the youngest?
And I'm the baby.
Oh, damn.
So
you're the toughest. Just kidding. Hold on, I'm going to make sure we're good. You're the toughest though?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. No, I would say.
I don't know. To the siblings, let's throw down.
I don't know because my sister, she'd be
all
popping
girls?
out. No. Well, 4 girls, 1 boy.
4 girls, 1 boy? And which ones, did they all get into fighting a little bit or you're the only one?
None of them, just me.
Wow.
So my dad was a boxer. He was a kickboxer as well. And so, I mean, since I was a baby and a carrier, like I've been in the gym, not even gonna lie. And then
when he was training and stuff.
He was training, yeah. So he was training.
And you said he trains you too, right?
Yeah. So he was training like other fighters, and then I decided I wanted to box, and I sparred a boy, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Damn, you sparred a boy your first spar?
Yeah, and then I got a bloody nose, and I was like, oh, heck no, I don't want to do this
anymore. Damn.
I was like, actually, no, this isn't for me, Dad.
Honestly, getting hit in the face sucks.
It hurts.
And people are like, oh, I could fight. And
no,
you take
can't.
one, and when your lights get rocked, it changes your whole perspective.
No, for real. It really does. So, like, after that, I was like, no. So
how old were you?
I was like
teens?
No.
Oh, like
I was little, like maybe 7 or 8.
And just went in there just to see, like, all right, she has fun.
Yeah. And then I was like, yeah, I don't want to do this. And so then after that, I started dancing and stuff. But I was still, like, you know, with my dad in the gym a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we went into his friend, Bernie, and I was 10 years old, 9 or 10. And that's when I was like, okay, well, I want to start training, but I was also dancing at the same time. So I was like boxing and dancing, and I was doing both.
Damn.
And it was getting hard because I was competitive dance.
Yeah.
And like it was hard to go to both, you know?
Oh, I could imagine.
And
dance
so
is like actually kind of hard. Like they make them practice like 6 days a week and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, it was rough. So it was hard to do both. And my mom's like, you got to choose. Like, you got to choose one or the other.
That's a hard thing to do as a teen.
It is. And so then I finally told my dad, I was like, well, I want to fight. So in 2 weeks, I kid you not, 2 weeks, I decided to have my first boxing match. I had him fight against.
Was it in the gym?
No, it was.
Or like a promotion?
I fought I fought.
She's like, all right, sign me up.
Yeah, literally, like it was a tournament. I think it was called the U.S. Men's. It was a tournament that we used to have way back when.
Was it still like girls versus boys?
No, it was just guys against guys. And then girls against girls. So then I my dad's like, well, let's fight. Let's do it. And I was like, okay. So I went in there. I fought a girl that had 12 fights. Mind you, this is my first time ever fighting. Okay, I've never fought before.
So they just threw you in with the wolves.
My dad's like, you're tough. You got this. And I was like, yeah, I'm tough. I got this.
And that's
like,
a big confidence booster too.
Yeah.
Like if you beat a chick like that, you're like, all right.
Tell me why I stepped in the ring in some basketball shorts.
Damn.
Some basketball shorts.
Shout out to Nike.
Literally, I remember this. Basketball shorts.
Wrestling shoes?
Yes, they were green and black.
Oh,
they're my
Asics?
favorite.
Or Adidas?
Adidas.
They got some sick ones.
Yep. And then I wore a white muscle shirt and I wore a bra. I didn't even wear a sports bra. I just wore this bra. I remember like wrapping the straps around the shirt so that way my straps wouldn't fall off. Like my mom's like, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
like,
and then your dad doesn't like know either. It's like,
my dad's like,
I don't know, just make sure they don't fall out.
Yeah, and my mom's like, I don't know, like I'm so used to you dancing. Like now we're switching to like basically a boy sport. Like what are we doing?
Dang.
I went in there and I threw down. all 3 rounds.
Hell
And
yeah.
I lost a split decision to a girl that had 12 fights.
But you hung in there and you're like,
yeah.
okay, I'm in this.
Oh, yeah. And
like you took hits, you came back.
Yeah. And I dominated. That whole fight. And then after that, I was like, okay, I think this is what I want to do. I quit stopped dancing, and I was full-time boxing. And then it went up from there. Like,
was your dad all proud?
Oh, yeah. My dad still is. Like, he's so excited, you know.
That's so cool.
Is he
going to be there, right?
Oh yeah, he's
got to.
He's my coach. He's my trainer.
We're gonna be like Rocky. We're gonna throw it on the TV and be at home like.
literally, that's how it is. I think we're having not we, because I won't be there.
Yeah,
they're gonna be watching me.
Yeah,
but they're trying to have a watch party because I'm supposed to be on ESPN. So
hell yeah, ESPN Plus or what is it?
Yeah,
we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out for sure.
We'll drop the link on the bio.
All the deeds. Yeah, no, for sure.
Dang, that's great. So who else is on the card? You're fighting Nisa Rodriguez.
Yes. Yep.
And she's from New York, right?
She is. She's from the Bronx. Yeah.
So she thinks she's all bad or what?
She works for NYPD. I know she's tough. She's coming to fight. She is.
It's gonna be go into it expecting a war.
Oh no, I 100%.
Like you got to go in like Israel Adesanya. What's the guy that got Gaethje? Like you just got to go in prepared to die.
Oh no, for sure. I mean, you have to. Like anytime you step in that ring, you like whether that person has 1, 0, a million fights, like you got to step in that ring knowing that this person's ready to come for you.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is, because if you go in there cocky or anything, what happens? You end up.
Yeah. You don't want to be too confident.
Oh,
it's like it literally is like a rule of life. It's like it always happens.
Yeah. It's true. It's so true. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm super pumped. I'm actually fighting on the undercard of Xander Zayas. I'm not sure if you know who that is.
I've heard that name. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Puerto Rican fighter.
What weight is he again? Is he like a little guy?
I want to say
like 145.
Yeah, I think so. I believe so. Even in between there.
Those freaking Puerto Ricans are athletic.
And I love Xander.
Shout out Xander.
Shout out Xander. Nah, just kidding. Just kidding.
You should wear a shirt.
I'd be like,
I heart Xander.
I'm your biggest fan.
That was for you.
Fangirling.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so to fight under like somebody like that is.
Oh, that's epic.
Oh yeah,
like you're making. Sure. Didn't you say you're the first like female boxer from New Mexico to fight at the Garden?
It sure am.
That's like, look, this is part of history right now. First podcast, we're announcing it on ATG. You know, we're making moves. Like I said, we're the underground, but everything's about to pop off.
Oh, no. 10,000%.
Yeah.
I'm just a fighter that started fighting from the South Valley, and look at where I'm at now.
Yeah. That's gangster.
I mean, like, you know, people that I know my age aren't even.
Yeah. You know? I mean, and you said that girl's all from the Bronx. Like, everyone thinks of the Bronx, but, like, South Valley's just as tough.
South Valley.
You can't act like. Yeah. Like, you ain't coming from, like, no, you're coming from straight up the same probably area, like how she grew up.
For sure. I mean, growing up, like, it was, God, I've seen some stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen some stuff.
I can imagine.
You know?
Going to Valley, right? Valley High School?
No, I went to Rio Grande.
Oh, Rio Grande. My bad.
Dang,
oh, wait, my bad.
A Valley girl.
I thought I said Valley and you said yeah.
No, you asked me if I went to Rio Grande.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know a lot more people from Rio Grande. I'm going to have to name drop here in a sec. All wrestlers and.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I hung out with the wrestlers.
Couple chicas, you know, back in the day. Just kidding.
All your little jainas.
Shout out to my Rio Grandes. Just kidding.
No, but Yeah, I mean, God, we had shootouts all the time. We had drive-bys. It was
wild. It really is kind of like the Wild West.
Yeah.
Like, they do as much as they can, but like, there's not enough money to have like multiple security guards at the school.
Oh
like,
yeah, no.
You'll have like one chick and like one dude, and
they're like
half the time they just like let it go.
Or they're big and they're fat and they can't even do anything.
Damn.
Not that that's a problem. Not that it's a problem.
We're not shaming.
We're not shaming nobody. I'm just saying
some people got rocked and you should have done something.
Yeah, there's some things that happen. You know, your bike wasn't fast enough to get there.
That's funny. They didn't have those mall cop carts.
No. They may have them now, because gosh.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder how it is now. Like, I think, like, is this still how it was? Or, like, I don't know. To me, like, from the outside, it seems like everyone's a little more, like, friendly and, like soft and bougie. And
I'm like,
all about the image.
Okay, but did you see these kids showing up to prom? Like.
Oh, flexing hard.
I'm like, I showed up to prom thinking I was flexing, and I was like, not even close.
I know.
And that was my senior prom, and I drove my mom's little hoopty to prom. Little red hoopty.
Hell yeah.
She still has it till this day, too.
Does she really?
Yeah, she does. She doesn't drive it anymore, but
dang.
I look at that car and I'm like, man, I remember some times in that car.
Oh yeah. We don't want to get into detail.
No.
I'm just kidding.
I wasn't that bad. Jeez.
I'm just kidding. The way you said it.
No.
Reminiscing over here.
Reminiscing, yeah.
Just kidding.
No,
I had a little truck. I had a little Toyota truck. Like, beater. Like, the antenna? It was like a lightning bolt. Like, someone bent it, and I just like, whatever. And I could only start it with the screwdriver.
Oh, no.
And so once people started finding out, like my friends, they would like steal my truck and park it like on the freaking hill. So I'd get out of wrestling practice and my truck would be like on the freaking
Oh my
beat.
Gosh. Hey, at least they didn't steal it though.
I know, but that's kind of messed up. It's kind of funny now, but at the time I was like cutting weight. I want to kill everyone.
For real. No, I know that pain.
Cheers to that. Yeah. If you guys, I mean, a lot of our audience is athletes, wrestlers, fighters. You guys all know the struggle. But you know what? Teaches discipline. Once you do cutting weight and fighting and all that, and then you like go to your regular job, it's like, this is nice. Like normal life, you're like, this is so easy.
Sometimes I'm at work. Like,
you busting it or what?
I just want to eat. And then at work, man, everybody
do they like have little parties and throw donuts and all that crap?
No, they've been having hella freaking potlucks, and I'm like, what are we having a potluck for today? Like,
they're all they just make up some random holiday. It's a National Dog Day.
Yeah, no
hot dogs for everyone. You're like,
so
what?
So on, was it Thursday? Yeah, no, Tuesday. Tuesday, we had like one of the guys come in, one of our reps come in, and he's like, oh, I'm going to pick you guys up Jason's Deli. Ooh. And they were like, what do you guys want? And I was like, I don't want nothing. I have to eat my chicken. In the corner, like,
That sucks so bad.
And then Monday, they're like, oh, we're having a potluck. And they're like, what are you going to bring? And I was like, my chicken. Yeah. My chicken and rice and my tears.
Dang. It's crazy. It's like bringing back memories. I remember like Thanksgivings, I used to have to like, my family would almost like eat in the other room and hide from me.
Oh yeah, no, I've
and then my mom would just make me like a little turkey plate, and I would have to eat in another room. It's like sad. I could not eat with the family because like just sitting there, I was like,
that's how torture. So this last holiday, I wasn't, because I was like, I'm not fighting around the holidays. Yeah, I've done it for too long. I'm going to eat. Yep, and I did. Hell yeah, and I enjoyed every bit of it. But I'm paying for it now because
Thanksgiving meal, we should eat that more often. Like
why does it have a summer Thanksgiving? Why does it have to be just on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, mashed. But that's why I like school lunches, because every now and then they would throw a random like Thanksgiving plate, and you're like, hell yeah.
No, for real. Remember? For real, and you're like mashed potatoes.
I know, gravy, and then there's always that one lunch lady you make friends with. You're all, can you give me a little extra gravy?
And they're like,
Hito, yes. I'm so hungry. Of course, Hito.
With your chocolate milk.
Yeah, they would always hook you up. I always remember being starving in school. Like, they don't feed kids enough.
They really don't.
Like in elementary school, I remember like if someone brought a bag of hot Cheetos, you would like steal it and eat it.
Like, why'd you come home at 2 p.m. like wanting a whole 4-course meal?
I know.
And you had to wait till dinner.
What the hell?
This is crazy.
And then now you have Grubhub. Kids could probably use their parents' card, get the thing and order to the house.
Oh no, DoorDash, everything. I know these kids are. I used to tell my mom, I was like, Mom, can you bring me some food? And she'd bring me like McDonald's every day.
Oh, damn. What do you get for McDonald's? I actually had that the other night. There's one right here. And you know how everyone's Oreo McFlurry thing is down?
That one's
This one's
down.
all cherry.
This is the one right here by Lowe's, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I used to live.
But you get bombarded by like homeless people. They come to your car. They're all.
And like the zombies. It's a zombie apocalypse in there. You're like, roll the window.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Happy Gilmore? Where he like throws stuff out? Here, just take it. Go.
You're all. Don't touch me.
I know.
No, I used to live right there. I used to live on 12th Street in Aztec.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
So you all, like literally right down the road.
So we'd go to McDonald's all the time, right? But there was one lady, I think, she was like at the time.
That worked there?
Yeah, at the time, we would get caramel frappes, but we would always want like extra caramel. Why would want extra caramel? He would always want extra caramel, right? And then she'd be like, yo, like, you need to ease up on that caramel. And like,
oh my God.
But she knew how to make it. She would like.
When the McDonald's employee tells you need to chill out.
Literally. But she would make it though, because she knew. Yeah.
It's okay. Actually, no, that's a dub. That's a dub.
That was like my fat girl days though.
Oh yeah, we all.
No, I had a fat girl day. I had a fat girl moment. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
I was like 250 pounds.
What, were you just going crazy or what?
Yeah, relationships.
Honestly,
they do it to you.
Oh, like breakups and stuff. Or
I
just
was in the relationship and I was like eating.
Damn, I'm trying to think what I did to like cope. I probably can't even talk about it on the pod, but
yeah,
relationships will mess you up in the head. Especially toxic ones.
Yeah, and so I was like 250 pounds, but I was eating out every single day. Like,
it's so easy.
Well, because when you're like, as an athlete, especially us, like cutting weight all the time, like your body's used to just cutting weight.
Yeah.
So the minute you start putting fast food into your body, like, yeah, of course you want to eat it more and more because it's good.
Yep.
And you're not used to eating that, but it starts storing everything. And the next thing you know, you're 250 pounds
Yeah, because your body doesn't know. Your body like reserves it because it's like, this might be the last.
Yeah.
No. Honestly, a lot of people I know, I mean, I kind of have it. My dad, especially, they have like an eating disorder from wrestling and all that, to where like they just like go crazy, and I'm like, whoa, dude, chill.
It's true.
They'll get a Coke and just slam the whole thing. I'm like, what the hell?
It's true. Like, I mean, I used to be that way. Like after camp, like after I would done be fighting, I would go and bulge. Like I would, oh my God. But like after I had gained and went up to 250 pounds, like after I had lost that weight and like got onto like an actual diet, I can't. Like now I can't. Like I feel like
you probably feel better though too.
Oh no, 100%.
Like when you stop eating garbage, all of a sudden your brain starts working more, and you're like friendly.
And you're not sick.
Yeah,
like, I was always like
sick,
like
because you're freaking eating poison. Caramel, extra caramel, that ain't real caramel.
No, that's like
it's like prime stuff.
Yeah, prime is bad.
I'm jumping on the Ryan Garcia train. I'm talking trash about prime. I've never even had it.
I've never had it either, but
I'm not a big fan of Logan Paul, to be honest.
Yeah, me either.
He just gives off snake vibes.
Do you want to get? I don't even want to get into that actually.
What?
Oh, we can't. The whole Logan Paul thing. I'm like, how is this man making more money than me?
Yeah.
And I've been doing this for 16 years.
He's toxic. I don't like him. Well, I mean, I'll give him credit. Him and Jake, I'm a big fan of Jake actually, but him and Jake, they just know they're so good at social media, and I think that's their golden ticket. Like they killed it on Vine when Vine was a thing. They killed it on YouTube. So they have this whole generation of these kids that like grew up watching all of them. So like they have like an established fan base from just Instagram.
Yeah.
And it's like hard now too, because you have to like play the game almost.
You do. Like you have to.
And it's like
you have to pretend. Like now that you see like all these YouTubers, because I used to
have to do podcasts with Josh Griego.
I know. God. Why do I have to do this? No, I'm just kidding. Is this going to get me somewhere? No, I'm just kidding.
We're going to the moon after this.
Hey.
Seriously, we're going to pop off. We're blowing up.
Next thing you know, we're going to be owning our own podcast.
Damn. Well, if you guys start one, hit me up. I'll be a guest.
Well, why don't all three of us just...
Oh, gossip talk? Change it?
The T?
We'll change ATG to like stand for like...
JRG.
Huh?
JR... Oh. JJ...
Ass to grass. We'll change it to ass to grass.
There you go, look.
And then we'll just keep it so we don't have to buy a new one.
There you go.
Yo, it's the Ass to Grass podcast.
Or all the gossip.
Yeah.
All the gossip.
Yeah,
ATG.
straight up. Yeah, so we're starting it off by talking crap about Logan Paul. Honestly, I like didn't really care about it. I mean, I didn't mind him. Like I'm not gonna lie, I watched Impulsive like a lot, his podcast. But once he like sued Dylan Dennis for like posting pictures of his wife and all that. Yeah. Are you following any of that? So he fought Dylan Dennis, right? He fought that dude, that Dylan Dennis, that troll or whatever. And his wife that he just proposed to, whatever. Like she kind of had like a hoe past. And so she was like, whatever, she was dating Leo, blah, blah, blah. But this dude like used it against Logan and was posting all these pictures, whatever. Like there was videos of her that were like graphic, but she put them out herself, like on whatever. But he just, you fighting a guy like that. And Logan or his wife, but really Logan, they're suing him for defamation for like millions of dollars. Wow. And I'm like, dude, you're in the fight game. Like you knew what you were getting into. Yeah. You can't sue a guy for like talking or too much.
I get like you can't really sue if she had it out there herself. Like
that's what I'm saying. She put it out like herself. If I go and it's post not like he like took like that, something like from her phone secretly and put it.
Like if I went and put something out there and then like you turned around and you reposted that or something, I'm not gonna come at you and be like, hey, why did you do that? Like I put that out there for everyone to see.
But that's the thing, and that's what some of these girls. That's like a good learning lesson for like a lot of these girls and guys. Like when you're going through your little hoe phase or whatever, and you're posting all this crazy stuff. It's out there forever.
It doesn't go. Whatever you post does not go away.
Seriously. I'm waiting for the day that a troll just picks up my podcast and just like digs all the dirt. Just kidding. I don't care. What's up?
Yo, what up?
I've been arrested. What's up?
Yo, what's up, eh?
I know. There's a mugshot of me out there somewhere. But I would actually challenge our guests to find it because I want to make a t-shirt.
Damn.
I got arrested when I was 18.
It's okay. We've been there, done that.
Yeah.
I've never been there or done that. I'm scared to go to jail.
Honestly, jail sucks. Well, I was only in there for like a night or like maybe even like 4 or 5 hours, but I've talked about it on the pod like long time ago, but like they when you get arrested like as an 18-year-old, like it's like rock bottom. Like you think your life is just over forever. And so I was like, I don't care. I'm taking everyone down with me. And they were like, have you seen those shows where they like try and take a kid and like expose them to like a crazy guy and they say, this is what you blah, blah, blah.
What is it called? Scared Straight.
Yeah. Yes. So they like almost tried to do that with me. And I like was ready to throw down. It was like the opposite. I was like, I don't care. What's up, dog? Like,
you're all, do you know where I'm from?
And they're all, okay. We'll just take it.
You're all right. This one.
I did not care. I was like, take me out, knock me out. I don't care.
For real.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Belen PD. You guys doing your job.
Shout out Belen, Maine.
Yeah. Hey, so I got to ask, do you have like a walkout song that you use like every time or do you change it every time?
No. So I actually have a walkout song that I use every time.
You do?
Yeah.
Hey, Rand, can you make sure we're still good? So
it's called Till I Collapse by Eminem.
Oh, are you kidding me? You're telling me like as if like, it's this just this song, till like the hardest song ever.
It's just like one of these songs.
Till I collapse, I'm spitting it down. How do you say
it? You can't put me on the spot like that.
Come on, we gotta rhyme it. I just remember the beginning. Till I collapse, I'm spitting it down.
Like I can't even.
And then you just get like.
And then you're just like, oh yeah. But
honestly, that song makes me want to kill someone, actually.
But I went to Kansas last year to go fight in Kansas, and I tried to change my song to Arriba Nuevo Mexico.
Oh, that song's sick.
Yeah, I know. And then it all of a sudden didn't play, but then like she came out and all of a sudden the music played.
For her?
Yeah.
What the hell?
So then I was like, maybe I won't change my song. So then I came back
out to my... So
it
was like weird vibe. It's like maybe that was a sign.
Yeah. But then this fight, I'm coming out to a different song.
Oh, we can't say it.
We can say it.
What is it?
I don't know because like I'm kind of like, okay, maybe you can help me decide.
Okay, yeah.
So I heard
honestly, guys, I'm trying to challenge our listeners. Drop a comment what song you think she should come out to.
Yes,
I'm just curious what you guys think because our fans got some good taste in music.
No, for real. And I'm always like, put me on. Honestly, guys, like put me on to some music. Like I need some new music like during training and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, even just everyday life. I feel like I listen to my same comfortable songs.
Yeah. I'm going to start sending you songs.
Yeah, no, for sure. Please do. I love new music.
Hell yeah.
I'm always like, every time we're in the car and Rand's playing music, I'm like, let me get that song real quick.
What's the one that you were kind of thinking of that you were going to say?
So Empire State of Mind. Like, yes, it's a little corny, right? Because I'm fighting in New York.
Yeah.
But if you really listen to those words, like, man, I just listen to it and it's like where dreams are made of. Like, it's true. Like, I literally, you go to New York and dreams, you know, my dreams are being made. Like
that's a moment.
It is. It's a moment
you can make for yourself.
And whether this is, you know, my career takes off from this or it doesn't, like,
can't take away that moment.
You cannot take away the moment that I get to fight in Madison Square Garden. It's like something that I've dreamt of for 16 years. Like I am doing it.
Oh yeah.
And I've kind of had like a little bit of a, I'm not gonna lie, I had a little bit of a mind block lately. I got in a car accident a couple weeks ago, and so like from that, like it kind of like threw my mind off. You know, I'm a little bit out of it, but now like my mind's there. I'm like locked in, and
maybe it's good to have like stuff like that happen before.
Yeah.
So you almost like get it all out. Like, okay, that happened. We
overcame.
Yeah.
That.
Like you go through all the drama crazy before, and then you're like, okay, well, we already went through all this. Like, what's up?
I don't know if like you and Ryan like called each other earlier or something and like came up with the same words. Cause and again, like coming back to having that person that you can talk to, like I literally just told Rand the same thing. I'm like, dude, like, I don't know. And she's like, everything happens for a reason. And we truly believe in that, like everything happens for a reason. And so I know that getting in a car accident happened for a reason, you know, and overcoming that.
Yeah.
And, you know, not knowing whether I was going to fight or not. And now all my tests got cleared and I'm clear to fight. Like that all happened for a reason. That's and so sick. Now it's like you beat battles and I got through everything that should have made me pull out of the fight.
For sure.
And here I am now, like 3 weeks away, getting ready to step in that ring.
That's crazy.
So yeah, and
I just got the chills.
Yeah, no, it's so crazy. Like I think I just had my breakthrough, honestly. Like talking to you.
Hell yeah.
Like just had my breakthrough. But yeah, and I another song I was thinking of is Lions by Skip Marley.
Oh, that song's sick.
Yeah. I don't know.
I want to sing it, but I don't know the words. Every podcast, the past 3, I've been singing songs like.
Let's go sing it.
And then I'll use it on my story to promote it.
We'll use your vocals.
But I don't know any of the songs you're saying. Well, I do know it, but
you know it, but you don't know it.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
That's a good song.
So I'm like, I'm in between.
Are you like a spiritual person, kind of?
I am. Yeah.
Because that helps a lot too. I mean,
I wouldn't say necessarily like really spiritual, but I'm more like religious. And
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and they kind of go hand in hand.
They do. They really do.
Like all the things you're saying, like overcoming these things, and everything happens for a reason.
Oh yeah.
Like, when you have that mindset and you look at it that way, it like takes pressure off your shoulders. You're like, oh my God, like it's not all on me. Like God is kind of taking it, you know.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at right now. Is like, you know, like God really did step in, and He opened, you know, a lot of prayers for me and answered a lot of them. And now here I am. Like I said, had you have asked me a couple weeks ago, like I didn't know whether I was going to fight or not. I didn't know where I stood. I didn't know where my medical, you know, where all the medical stuff stood. Like I didn't know. But I prayed about it, and here I am now, ready to take off and go to New York. And
I love that.
And live the dream.
I love that. Honestly, that's like so inspiring. Like when I'm around people that are like on their journey and stuff, and I kind of feel like I'm a part of it a little bit. Like it's just such a fun ride, you know?
Yeah.
Because let's say you do make it and you know, you traject, you're going to always look back at these moments, and those are going to be like the true battles. Like,
oh, and it's so true, like, because
raising your hand is just like 2% of the whole picture, you know?
Of what happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like fight camp, making weight, you know, you're dealing with the promotions, the interviews, the everything, you're traveling. It's like the fighter's life is so unique, you know?
Yeah.
You have to sacrifice so much, but at the same time, it's so rewarding.
Oh, yeah. At the end, it is. And I think whether you win or lose, like stepping into that ring and knowing that you made it that far is like, it's something that, you know, not a lot of people get to do, you know? But there has been a couple of moments where I've like looked back and like even 3 years ago, like if you would have looked at me, you would have never thought that I would have been back in that ring. I would have never thought that I would have been back in that ring. I was a lost soul. I really was. You know, I was depressed. I was dark. I drank. God, I drank like literally my sorrows away. And again, I was at 250 pounds. Like
how long ago was that?
That was about 3 years ago.
About 3 years?
Yeah. I would have I never thought I was going to be back in the ring again. And here I am, like last year took off for me. I lost all my weight. I fought 3 times last year, and
dang,
here I am now. Like,
so that's a full year of fight camps.
oh yeah,
much.
no, oh yeah, for sure.
And it's so good when you have like fighters like go through like anxiety when they're not locked in for a fight. Sometimes
it's because you
don't have nothing to
look forward
now. You
to.
have like a goal, and you're like, okay, I got this road.
Exactly.
Or this thing to follow.
And that's like, for me, like, that's the kind of mindset that I need. Like, I have to follow something. Like, I have to be training for something, because if not, like, I mean, everything that I've been through, you know, like my depression and stuff, that does still creep in sometimes.
Yeah.
So when you don't have something to look forward to and you don't have a goal,
right,
you kind of start falling off.
Right.
And for me, like, unfortunately, like, I am that person. Like, it is hard for me to stay on track with stuff sometimes. So, you know, when like my strength and conditioning coach, Leroy, he's like, shout out Leroy. Yeah. He always calls me and he's like, hey, like, how are you? Like, how do you feel? Like, and be honest with me. Like, don't tell me that you're good. Like, if you're not good, like, tell me that. Like, tell me you're having a rough day. And so, like, today, for instance, like, I was so stressed out. I had to go get an eye exam, and then they were blowing me up like, hey, like, you know, your patient's here already. And I'm like, shoot, like, I can't, like, I'm still like dilated at work, like at the eye doctor, like I got to get to work, but you know, and so I was stressed out trying to get to work.
One thing after another kind of.
Yeah. Got to work, and like, I was still like slightly dilated. Not that that's a good thing, 'cause it's not, but I had to do it.
Is that why one eye is like that?
Yeah. My eyes are going like this. And so, yeah, so I got to work and I did that. And then like I had to go pick up my car because my car was ready from the dealership, right? And I was like, okay,
all that in one day?
Yeah, I'm like, how am I supposed to get like to drop off my car?
Yeah.
Drop off the rental car, pick up my car, make it to the gym at 4:00, and then make it all the way to Los Lunas to get ready, and then make it here by 8.
Damn.
Like,
you're from Lowstown?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You are?
Brian is, yeah.
Rivals. I'm Belen.
Are you?
I grew up in Belen. Just kidding. We're cool now, I guess.
I thought y'all were locked in. That's what she said.
Now the kids are all friendly, but back then it was war.
Yeah.
But we're cool.
Oh,
I love a lot of Los Lunas people.
Los
Lunas. Bunch of honkies down there.
A bunch of shit kickers.
People don't know I'm an undercover cowboy.
Are you really?
Yeah, like I grew up doing rodeo. My dad has horses. My dad does team roping.
Oh,
so it's funny, like when people go to my parents with me or whatever, they're like, "What the heck?"
This is not
like my dad does ropings every weekend. Like
that's dope. Anytime you go to a rodeo, you gotta let us know.
Yeah, I'll hit you guys up.
We low key are like, we're cowgirls, but we like the city. We're city cowgirls.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like when I go to the Dirty Bourbon, it's just so funny because like I'll just show up like wearing whatever. And I'll just see these guys with like brand new Ariat hats, brand new boots. And I'm like, you probably never even rode a bull or anything. Like, chill out, bro.
No, you're like, you probably have never even got on a horse.
Yeah. And even I feel like weird, like, cause I have cowboy hats, obviously. And even when I wear them out, I'm like, I feel like I'm like what is it called? Like where you're pretending.
Like a wannabe?
Yeah. But even though I like lived it, it still feels like awkward.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
That's funny. Yeah. Shout out to Lowstown. Shout out to Belen.
No, for sure.
They just actually lost both teams in the state tournament for baseball.
Oh.
But, you know, they made it. They made it far. I think it was the semifinals or something.
Well, they made it that far.
Yeah. But my cousin Malachi just played. Shout out to Malachi. Malachi Jaramillo. They're going to the state finals tomorrow.
Nice.
And he signed to play baseball in Texas. So big shout out.
Hey, shout out Malachi, man.
Yeah. First base.
Do it big.
Hell yeah.
Where does he go to school?
He goes to Cleveland.
Oh.
Yeah, he goes to Cleveland. So
yeah.
I got some thunderstorm hoodies.
There you go. Good luck.
I'm like a neutral, you know.
We got to be neutral.
Yeah.
You know? You got to.
You can't be territorial anymore. We got to grow up.
We got to, yeah.
But if she not, I swear I'm still down to throw down.
You're not down. You don't want the smoke.
I know, actually. I shouldn't have said that because I got you right.
Oh, you don't want the smoke because.
I know.
Yeah,
Dang, we got Rio Grande and Lowstown in the house. I got to watch out. 2 against 1.
Well, technically, she's not really Los, though.
Oh.
We're both born and raised South Valley girls.
South Valley, but you live in Los now. Cool.
Yeah, so.
Damn. What a crazy come up. I love that. It's so cool. Like, people don't realize how much talent New Mexico has, especially fighting. You know, it's such a different mindset.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's literally part of the culture. Whether you want it or not, if you go to those schools, you're in it. And you see it, you're exposed to it, even if you're not that kind of person.
Exactly. And like, honestly, growing up, like, I don't want to say it like to where I'm like putting down my family, because I'm not in any way. So I hope that none of you guys take it that way. But like, for instance, me and Rayan, like we were raised, you know, yes, we seen a lot of, you know, stuff that we shouldn't have seen, you know.
Yeah.
But our parents also raised us to like, yeah, this is out there, but what path are you going to take?
Right.
Are you going to take that path where you're going to go down that same road? Or are you going to take a path where you're going to be better than that, you know? And so we took the path where we're going to be better than that. And, you know, we went to high school, we went to college, we graduated, we got degrees. Like my sister's a nurse, I'm a dental assistant, Rayan's a teacher. Like,
damn,
we're
got free dental and healthcare in this house.
Heck yeah. And
fix my snaggle tooth.
Snaggle tooth.
Just kidding, I like it.
And then so you know,
so they kind of gave you that choice.
Yeah,
like okay, like you could go this path on your own, but if you go this path, we'll support you.
Exactly,
and we'll be there for you.
And so they raised us to be like, you're gonna see this stuff, and this is real life. Like,
yeah, like they didn't hide you from it. They just said, look, that's the world, but like, do you want that or not?
Exactly. And so like, you know, when we go back, like I go back and see my parents and stuff, and I see like some of my like, you know, family members, I'm like, man, like y'all chose that other life, you know, and it sucks because you don't want to see your family that way.
Right.
But I'm glad that I get to be where I'm at today and like know that I came up from that.
Yeah. And you set an example too, because a lot of like kids, like you said, like, you know how your training camp, you have a goal to look at.
Exactly.
Some of these kids, like you said, they're just walking blind. They need something to grasp.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
And it sucks. Like you really just, some of these kids need somebody to look up to.
Yeah.
And
that's why I got into junior coaching junior wrestling. I coached junior wrestling for like 5 years at Belen.
Oh yeah.
And it was life changing for me.
Oh yeah.
Just like we had over like 75 kids in the program. You know, half of them didn't have dads, you know what I mean? So you're like raising these kids for like 2 hours a day, teaching them how to like be like discipline them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's
so like,
but they like latch onto it. Like they need that. When they have that, it's like they want to win for you, you know?
Yes. And like, that's how, so me and my dad, we are on the board of New Mexico LBC for amateur boxing.
Oh, no way.
So my dad's the president and I'm the secretary. And so
that's crazy.
Like we oversee all the kids. We're always throwing events for these kids. Actually, next weekend we have a tournament that the Tapias are throwing.
Hell yeah.
And so I'll be working that. And then
where's that at? Is it a casino or hotel?
It's in Rio Rancho. It's at there's like a little community center that they have out there. It's not little, it's actually really big. They have like an ice skating rink in there and everything, but it's really cool. So they're having a 2-day event. I guess it's not necessarily a tournament. It's a 2-day event that they're having. And then I host the Silver Gloves every year in November, December.
That's a tournament?
Yes. And so I take like 60 kids to regionals in California.
Dang.
And then
so you guys have like your own like promotion here.
Oh yeah.
What's it called again?
It's called New Mexico LBC.
New Mexico LBC. Dang, that's so cool.
Yeah, so I get to do that. And I love it because that's something like how you said, like you meet all these little kids, right, that are down and they're down the wrong path and they choose boxing, and boxing is what gets them on the right path and it's something to look forward to. And so seeing these kids choose the gym instead of violence on the streets, it's amazing. And you do see these kids that do a complete lifestyle change.
Right.
And like now we have like, you know, we had a couple of people that made it to the Olympic trials and, you know, they made it to the trials and it's big.
Honestly, like it's so cool to see New Mexico growing. Like it's really, really is taking off. Like grappling, wrestling, like boxing. There's so many, like I could name like 15 people right now that are doing something, you know what I mean? Doing something big. And it's so cool when you watch like the NCAA wrestling tournament and they're like, you know, Real Woods repping Albuquerque, New Mexico. Shout out to Real Woods, my boy. But like, you know, he's like in the finals, like at the NCAA, and you see Albuquerque, New Mexico, and you're like, that is sick.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, and to see them repping it too, it's like we can make it.
Oh yeah, like, you know, I don't know. It just feels like New Mexico has always been like pushed down, you know, always, and now it's like, no, there's people out here, there's kids out here that are on the come up.
Yeah,
like. We're taking off, you know, and we really are. And it's up to us to continue that.
Yeah.
And it's up to us to set the example for the younger ones to continue that.
Right.
You know?
And that's a different part of like growing and being in the fight game is like, you got to almost not just think about yourself and like give back, you know what I mean? To like bring the whole team with you, bring bring everyone with you. You don't want to just make it and like not look back, you know?
Exactly. And like
that's like so cool. Like some people don't do that. They just take off and they never look back and whatever.
Exactly. So it's pretty cool. I mean, like here I am. I'm setting some examples.
Against the Grain podcast. We got the future champion right here.
That's me.
Future champion fighting in Madison Square Garden.
Yep. June 8th.
Jordanne. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
I had a great time with you.
So
Anytime you guys want to come back, thank you for running the show behind the scenes. I'll pay you. I'll pay you in crypto.
I'll pay you in drinks in the club.
Yeah, I'll dance with you later. No, I'm just kidding.
No, thank you, Josh. Thank you, honestly, for getting me out and letting me talk. Because, man, like I said, you really made me open my eyes, and I had my breakthrough. And I needed that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so good to hear.
Yeah. I don't know. Can I give some shout outs?
Oh, quick? Of course. This is the best. Yeah. Shout out everyone.
Cool. I just want to shout out all my friends and family, all my support system. Like, I can't thank you guys enough. Again, Rayanne, for literally my roll dog, for being on my side, 10 toes down. My sister, my dad, my parents, my mom, my cousin Gabriel, who's going to be taking his first flight to get to New York.
Wow.
Never flown before, but he's doing it so he can be there for me. My trainers and my nutritionist and everybody that just really supports me, Haltom Orthodontics, my work.
Let's go.
Yeah. Shout out everyone. Thank you guys so much.
Shout out to Jimmy John's. For always tempting us.
I know, right? Shout out McDonald's.
Shout out McDonald's, extra caramel.
But yeah, no, and shout out Canvas and Cello,
Cello. Shout out DJ Cello. Honestly, shout out Nick Valentine. We had him on the pod. Best DJ in Albuquerque. He introduced us.
He did.
He's a good man.
He really is, and all my Canvas peeps.
Thank you guys for giving me dope pictures.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna find a place to put them.
Now to put them up in here.
That's gangster. You guys probably can't see that.
That me. Who that? No, I'm just kidding.
Hard.
I know.
I'm gonna have to get your signature on him.
I got you. I'll sign you.
All right, cool.
All right.
I'll get your signature too.
My manager over there.
Your manager, I know, right? Your PR manager. She's all, don't say that. I see her in the back.
She's all, stop.
All right, now we're gonna shout out the ex-boyfriends. We got no. I'm just kidding.
Oh, whoa.
I'm just kidding. Oh no! Shout out to the headliner for your boxing event.
Oh yes, Top Rank. Oh God, yeah. Shout out Top Rank. Thank you so much for getting me on this show and letting me put on a show for you guys. Honestly, Madison Square Gardens, New York. Top Rank.
We're gonna throw down. She's gonna murder someone. I'm just kidding. No, I want to see you. Oh, I'm like pumped.
I'm excited.
You got all of New Mexico on your back. Just go out there.
I'm ready.
Each punch has all of us in it.
Thank you.
So we're out there with you.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure. Episode 75, I think. I'm probably wrong, but I think we're on episode 75. I had a great time.
So did I.
Yeah, I'm excited. We'll be watching it June 8th, Madison Square Garden. Tune in. I'll try and drop as much links or whatever. I'll drop your IG and all that on the bio.
For sure. Yes.
And it's been a pleasure. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
ATG.